You see, the thing is with me, I don't actually do much. I live a pretty boring life. The only time I ever leave the house is for the gym, it's for church, it's for the odd meeting up with friends, it's for maybe a meal. Apart from that, I'm at the crib. I'm not doing nothing. I'm chilling on the sofa, I'm working, I'm watching a film, I'm reading my Bible, I'm praying, I'm worshipping, but I'm inside. That's the main part, I'm inside. And if you're like me, don't ever feel like you have to explain how you live your life to other people to make them feel at ease or to make them feel comfortable. One, they're never going to get it anyway. They may live a different life, and that's okay. No judgment there. And we live a different life. Me and you live a different life, and that's okay. They shouldn't judge us either. Whatever gives you peace, whatever makes you grow the most, whatever helps you out in the journey that you are in and where you're trying to get to, then make your home in that routine. Make your home in however you're living. Me, I'm making my home in how I'm living. Even though it may look boring to other people, it's peaceful to me. I enjoy it. So I'm gonna carry on with it. Peace.
If you niggas knew how often it is people get killed by people they know, you wouldn't put so much trust in friends, man. If you niggas knew how often it is people get killed by their friends or someone that they knew, you wouldn't put so much trust in friends. Y'all never heard that saying, you lucky if you get one true friend in life and you blessed if you get two? That's real. You got to learn how to differentiate associates from friends. Only problem is we don't realize who our real friends are until we go through dark times. And then you realize you really don't have a lot. Never let your left hand know what your right hand doing. Stay dangerous.
Just a friendly reminder that boring indoor life you're living saves you from a lot of trouble. Like, seriously, no messy group chats, no waking up wondering what you've said, who you've texted, or why your name is suddenly trending in someone else's drama. Staying home isn't boring, it's peace with Wi-Fi. You're not missing out on anything, you're skipping unnecessary lessons, the kind that costs peace, money, and your self-respect. Whilst everyone else is outside making memories, you're protecting your nervous system. You're choosing clean sheets, snacks you actually like, and the option to log off whenever you please. People think they can heal from things by going to the club, taking trips, constant motion. But sometimes healing looks like going quiet, cancelling plans, realizing you don't need to be everywhere to be someone. If you're in your quiet healing era too, I would highly recommend this book, Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King. It helped me stop romanticizing chaos and start protecting my peace. It's got a lot of knowledge in there and literally does what it says on the tin, teaches you how to live a good life. It's in my TikTok shop right there.
A lot of people think peace is boring. Peace is exactly what it is. Peace. Happiness can look boring. Peace can look boring. It doesn't feel boring. Nobody wants to deal with drama 24/7. And if you do, there's something wrong with you.
Peace is born to a motherfucker that's used to dysfunction. Peace is born to a motherfucker that's used to dysfunction. So when you come into somebody like bringing them peace, stability, you know what I'm saying, maturity, and they used to dysfunction, because immaturity comes with dysfunction because you don't understand what's going on around you. That makes a person uncomfortable. But that don't mean that you lower your standards to make that person feel comfortable with you. Move on and find somebody else at your level. You know what I mean? At your peak. Stop degrading yourself and belittling yourself to fit in with motherfuckers who ain't even trying to stand out. You feel me? Like, when you come into a motherfucker life with structure and peace and discipline, they not trying to fulfill all that because they used to dysfunction. And a motherfucker that's used to dysfunction, that ain't trying to come out of dysfunction, that ain't trying to grow, leave these people where they at. These people will damage you. They will have you feeling like you wrong for being a better you. What the fuck? Why they stand in the same space in their life, not trying to better themselves? Man, move around with that goofy shit. Most motherfuckers don't want structure. You know what I'm saying? They don't want a leader. They don't want a protector. They just want a dummy that they can use and get everything out of and freeload off everybody. So everybody ain't looking for what you looking for. Sometimes your standards, you know what I'm saying, is not what's in that person's preference. You feel me? So don't be a dumb nigga to try and fit in with another dumb nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, at the same time, you gotta understand so many people are out here trying to fit in on people who level they not even on. You all the way up here, you trying to fit in with somebody down here. You feel me? You trying to fit in a motherfucking square when you a circle. Make that shit make sense. So at the end of the day, stop lowering your standards for people who have low vibration, who ain't vibrating on the level that you on. They come from dysfunction. They're not used to peace. Don't take away your peace to come into their life with dysfunction. Nah, you don't work like that.
Peace is the priority. I step back from people who complain, argue, gossip, or who drain my energy. I stay away from places that feel tense, chaotic, and heavy, because protecting my mind, my heart, and my soul means being intentional about where I go, who I talk to, and who I allow in my life. I choose where I spend my time. I choose who I answer the phone for, and I choose what doors I walk through. Because peace isn't something that I hope for anymore. It's something that I protect every day. Simple.
Let me remind you, peace comes when you realize that everything that's out of your control should be out of your mind too. Okay, because half of what's stressing you out isn't even your job to fix. Okay, you're out here trying to manage people's opinions, emotions, and decisions like you're their personal customer service rep. You can't keep losing sleep over things you never had power over. Okay, if it's not your choice, it's not your chaos to carry. You understand me? Okay, some of you pray for peace, but then pick your anxiety right back up after you say amen. Let it go. God's not your assistant. Okay, He's the manager. Okay, you can't control how people treat you. You can only control how long you let it bother you. And yeah, it's easier said than done, I know, but so is peace until you practice it. Okay, so this week, let it fall off your shoulders. Okay, stop chasing what's running from you. Stop fixing what's not yours to fix. Okay, because sometimes the most productive thing you can do is absolutely nothing.
So the reason why peace feels boring and calm feels boring is because chaos has been your baseline. When your nervous system has been chronically stressed, overstimulated, or anxious, calm feels foreign. And that's mainly because quiet doesn't trigger adrenaline, dopamine, or fight or flight responses the way chaos does. So when life slows down, the heart rate drops, adrenaline isn't surging, and the brain is no longer constantly scanning for threats. And sometimes our systems interpret this as something is missing, even though what's actually happening is rest and safety. So sometimes that's why journaling, sitting on the couch, praying, or other calming activities might feel like you're doing nothing. But the truth is your nervous system is just learning new patterns of safety, contentment, and peace, and that's active work. Think of it like a muscle. Chaos usually leads to tension, which leads to overuse. And peace typically leads to calm, which strengthens your relaxation response. And just like discernment and restraint are training grounds for your spiritual maturity, calm and peace is training grounds for your nervous system. It's rewiring you to find stability, contentment, and joy without needing high stimulation. You're teaching your body that calm is safe and that joy does not require chaos. So peace isn't boring. It's the baseline of clarity, stability, and discernment. When the world constantly elevates stress and drama, calm can feel underwhelming. But truthfully, the calm is where spiritual and emotional growth actually happen. So high energy and chaos may feel productive, but peace is productive for your soul.
You know, it's crazy. I felt alone for such a long time, and I know others may have felt the same thing. And I used to complain about it quite often. I did. You could say I'm alone right now. But I simply changed my perspective on it. I'm not alone. I'm simply at peace. No one can distract me. No one can get in my way. Simply because I'm alone and I'm simply focused on myself and to better things. I have 100% focus on the things that I need to get done. And that's the most beautiful thing about it. And yes, people come in my life here and there, but they don't stay too long, and I don't have no problem with that because I know that people come into my life like seasons, like fall, and then they out during the winter, you feel me? I used to have a problem with that, but now it's more so nothing to me now. I'm just at peace, bro. I'm just at peace, and I used to have such a chaotic mind, and to say that I'm certain with myself and satisfied with my mind, bro, I'm good.
If you ain't bringing peace in my life, I don't want you around me. And that should be for everybody in the world. Because we gonna die soon. Everybody gonna die. One thing, you gonna die. So if you ain't trying to, this little time we got, if you ain't trying to give me peace, I don't need you around me.